Hi, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing well. I send you so much love and light. Welcome to your May love reading. So, we're going to take a look and see what kind of energy is coming in for your love life. What are the experiences you could have? What are things going to be like for you? Let's see what your messages are from Spirit. And before we look at the near future, what's coming in for your love life, I'm going to first take a look at the present energy around you now, because I feel like this can be helpful, especially if you have questions or you feel confused about the questions about your love life currently. We're going to ask Spirit to show us what's going on around you guys now and what's coming in for you. Okay, thank you so much for being here, especially if you're new. My name is Lynn and this is Passionate Heart Tarot. But for everyone returning, I really appreciate you guys. I send you all so much love and light. I hope that you enjoy this reading. All right, let's get right into it. Before I begin, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. All right, Sagittarius, the current energy in your love life. Let's ask Spirit to show us what we need to know, what we need to see, what's going on. That's interesting. Because I wonder how someone is being with you, acting with you, as opposed to how they feel, or that's what the vibe is like. Because I wonder how someone is acting, but then when I look and see how they really feel, I mean, this is crazy to me, like crazy good. To see the Star and the 10 of Pentacles together, that's like is there someone that is coming after you that you are pushing away? The way that okay, so from one person's perspective, this is like everything that I could ask for and then some. It's like my dreams and my wishes coming true. So you have someone that I can see right now feels like you are incredibly special and they've never met anyone like you. They know they're never going to meet anyone like you. And if you don't have a family with this person or like a relationship or you've put down roots with this person, they have that on their mind. So it makes me wonder, is this your current person that I can see, Sagittarius? Or is this someone that you have that history with? Or is it someone that just has their eyes on you, looking at you in this way? Because for those of you that have a history with this person, maybe you have a family together or a child or children together, or maybe you're but I wonder if you are actually together. That's the thing, because there's so much ego and pushing the other one away. And I wonder if any of you have recently found out, maybe you feel like your person went behind your back. I wonder if any of you feel like your person betrayed you recently. Because I'm saying that because I can pick up on all this energy just like underneath the surface. 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and then the 7 of Wands coming through. So the way that I look at this energy is someone is pushing the other one away for sure. Seems like one of you in this connection is coming on really strong. And maybe they're coming on so strong because they're trying to make up for something. So, it's general. That's why I look at it like this way, Sagittarius. It's general, so I look at it from both sides, and it just makes me wonder, which side of this are you on? Are you in this person's energy of, no matter what they try, no matter what they even try to send me, no matter what gestures they make towards me, no matter how much attention they show me, it's just like I'm blocked. I'm not going to receive it. I'm not going to let it in. And then when I see the 3 of Cups in reverse, it's just like this vibe of, see, now my ego is taking over, because that's like my dignity and my pride. That's how someone looks at it. So it's like no matter what the other one does, it can't erase the way that I felt betrayed or the way that I felt like I was always second, or maybe even just low on this person's list of priorities. And for those of you that had, maybe you found out that someone was unfaithful to you recently, I totally get why you'd be in this energy. So please don't think I'm taking up for that person when I tell you how they're looking at you right now, like you're everything and that you're amazing, because that's sincere and they do. And it just feels like you have someone that's trying to make up for the things that they neglected when it comes to you, Sagittarius. So I feel like that's the scenario for some of you that maybe you have roots with this person for sure. You have a history with this person. Like I said, maybe even have a family with them. But it just looks like when it comes to embracing that person, something that you feel you do not want to do. And for others of you where maybe you're single watching this, it just looks like you are feeling like you have unwanted advancements towards you. I talk about the advancements because those wands directed at that person is like communication for sure, is even, what's the word? It's like pursuits. That's what it feels like to me. Pursuits, communication, pressure, coming on really strong. So what I can see is when someone comes on strong around Sagittarius's energy, the person directed, where it's directed towards, they do not like that at all. So I wonder if this is even advice to someone here from spirit to maybe not come on so strong, because it's ironic. The stronger someone comes on because of the way that they feel, like I described, this person is everything I could ever hope for and wish for and want. They're the most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on. They're perfection, and I feel like I'm visualizing having the perfect life with them. I get that. I get that, like, because I can see the energy, I can feel the energy of, this is someone's dream. You're someone's dream, you're someone's wish. But then I know for some of you here, me telling you that, especially with what I can see has happened recently around some of you, the feelings of being low on the list of priorities, or maybe even being cheated on or betrayed. I totally get like hearing that could be annoying, so please don't think I'm taking up for that person, because I can clearly see the way you're offended, or like just you feel like what this person is directing towards you is unwanted. So this is like unwanted attention, unwanted pursuit, unwanted energy directed at me. I can just see around you now where you have someone who is looking at you in this way, Sagittarius, and I mean, is it too little too late? Because for some of you, the vibe that I can see with you totally not wanting to let this in, I think that you feel that way. So I feel like what Spirit wants you to know is the way that this person looks at you, and maybe like even that doesn't excuse what they've done to you though, but currently this is, of course they're gonna fight to not try and lose it if there's a chance of losing you right now. Of course this person's not going to fight, because who would want to lose everything they could possibly ask for? So you have someone that I can see currently realizes these things. And I see where they're holding on, trying to fight, do whatever they can to maybe secure it. And I do feel like when you're dealing with someone, Sagittarius, that has put you in a position where you feel like you were disrespected, or you were even cheated on, or you were low on the list of priorities, when you're dealing with someone that puts you, put you through that, and now you have to let your ego take over to protect yourself, and you're pushing this person's advances away from you. I know how that's so difficult for you to go through, so I want to acknowledge that, because I can see where some of you feel like this person is doing a good job of confusing you, even though you look like you're resisting their attempts to pursue you. I know, again, at the same time, for some of you here, it's something that you've waited a long, like, I think It's funny that you've even waited a long time to see certain traits like this come out in this person. It's like, why do we have to be in a bad space in order for you to recognize who I am and what I bring to the table and what I mean to you? Why do we have to be in a bad place in order for you to come on strong and show me what I deserve and pursue me? I can see and hear where those are someone's questions that they ask themselves, and even that they could ask this other person, because it's not okay. So there's a lot of resistance from ego, because I'm not going to be made a fool of again. That's why this person is in this energy. But then again, at the same time, it's confusing, because I feel like they kind of go back and forth with, okay, my intellect says this, but my heart says that, and the next day it could change and be different. So what the energy is like around you now, I feel like I need to give someone maybe even a tip for whoever is in this position now of maybe currently realizing everything that they have in the person that is their partner, or whoever you want to be your partner. It's like you're on eggshells. You're on eggshells. And that's just what it is. You're on eggshells because it's like this fine line of, okay, well, you shouldn't stop all the way trying to make things up to them. But then at the same time, they don't want you to come on too strong. See, it's kind of difficult to pin where you'll stand with this person from day to day, only because they don't know where you're going to stand with them from day to day. In their head it's no, but in their heart it's yes, and then in their heart it's no, and in their head it's yes. You know, that definitely fluctuates day to day. Pisces energy as well as Aquarius's has come through. Sagittarius, I wonder if that's your person, you know, someone that you have on your mind, or cross watchers, or maybe your own moon or rising sign. I want to look at this star. The Ace of Wands is coming through around the star now. It's almost like feeling like something is slipping through my finger, so to speak. That's when I don't want to lose it. And it's funny, like the more you put your guard up with someone, Sagittarius, or you rebuff their advances towards you, I feel like the more they try. So there's definitely miscommunication that's here. Because what I can see from someone's perspective, which I look at as your own, the more this person comes on, or like the more pushy they are, or maybe you even feel like they're aggressive, because I can just see where it's unwanted. But the more that they're in that vibe, the more that it makes you shut down and want to push back. And then it's crazy though, because the more you shut down and push back, the more they take that as a sign for me to try harder. So I wonder, I know someone is wondering if it's ever going to be able to be fixed, if they're ever going to let me back in. I feel like it really, that's a good question, because part of it depends on what's actually happened between the two of you. And one of the biggest problems here with this Three of Cups in reverse is like someone being unfaithful, someone cheating, or just putting the other one so low on their list of priorities that it makes things unclear. So I know that whoever it is that's pushing back feels like they want clarity, and they don't even fully have clarity yet. So I feel like if someone here is asking that question, like, are they ever going to let me back in or accept me? They don't even know yet. They don't know. I want to look at that Two of Pentacles to look further into that energy. It's just so crazy to me. Yeah, judgment. Because what I'm about to say to you guys, the way that someone currently sees right now, Sagittarius, that you are everything they could want for, hope for, ask for, dream for. Even it's beyond their wildest dreams, because these energies are just, these are perfect. This is like a perfect partner and a perfect life. And then when you see the Ace of Wands come in reverse, it's just, I feel like it has to do with thinking about the loss of it, thinking about what I stand to lose, how if I lose them, I'll lose everything. So that's why it feels like they're coming on so strong, and how their mind is made up about it. It's funny because for others of you, so this to me looks like the situation that some of you are in. Maybe you have a history with this person, like I can see, but because of recent circumstances, you're not exactly together. Or maybe even you guys know that this is someone from that you have a history with, that you even have a family with, that is now trying to pursue you and get you back. And it just feels like someone made a mistake that now they're trying to fix by coming on really strong and pulling out all the stops. But there is true realization on that person's end for the person you are. They truly do see the person that you are, and that's why they're not dumb, and they're not going to give it up without a fight. It's crazy because even if they're the ones that mess the connection up, they're not going to let you go without a fight. Now, it's funny because for others of you, say you're single, watching this, or whatever the other circumstances are, what I can just see is unwanted attention. It's very unrequited. So I put you in the position of power, Sagittarius, hopefully, as being the one that is saying like stop coming on so strong. Like it's so unrequited, the energy around some of you. So I think that for whatever reason, Spirit wants you to know the way that this person is looking at you and the way that they're dreaming about what they could have with you. I can just see the other one is not having it. The other one is like rejecting every advance towards them that they make. So it looks like I need to tell someone here that whoever it is that is maybe pursuing someone very strong and you feel like it's not getting you anywhere, it's honestly because this person feels like it's too much. It's very overwhelming. And it's bringing out their defenses. I want to look at that Two of Pentacles. It's like being in a place where it's really like that. Some days it's yes, some days it's no. But this person's vibe is like, don't try to force me into anything. Don't tell me what to do. Don't try to control me. Otherwise, you're going to get pushback and resistance from me. So it's definitely like walking on eggshells for whoever is the pursuer in this equation that I can see. The Page of Pentacles with, the Two of Pentacles with the Page of Cups coming through. That says a lot about where someone's energy is leaning towards. Because when it comes to a love reading and you see the Page of Cups, especially in a spread with resistance, especially in a spread where someone feels like the other one is unfaithful to them or doesn't make them a priority, it's not a good sign. The Page of Pentacles is letting someone here know that even though this person is confused and they're not really sure, like day to day, what am I going to do from 1 minute to the next in this connection, I think they are very skeptical. Even in the days where they say maybe, they're still very skeptical about the offer that's being made to them. So there's a lot of different scenarios here. I can just see where some of you watching this feel like you resonate with the energy of someone who's coming on really strong now, but it feels like you look at it and say to yourself, some days you say to yourself, it's too little too late. And then other days you say to yourself, well, like I'm glad that they're putting in so much effort, but then why does it have to come down to this in order for them to be this way with me? Why is it when push comes to shove, and why is it like pulling teeth with this person? And you know, Spirit wants you to know how they look at you in case you ever felt like you weren't enough. This person knows that you are everything and then some that they could ask for. So you're more than enough. You're like a gift to them, or to have you would be like getting a gift from God. I mean, not to be like dramatic, but really the star is super, super vibrant, wishes fulfilled, perfection kind of energy. So this is Spirit letting you know how someone feels about you right now and looks at you right now. No matter how you slice it, whether you're single and this person is like pursuing you really strong, or this is someone that, you know, like I can see you have that history with and just is trying to secure things with you, land the connection with you. I feel like the best thing for someone to do is to really like give this person the space that they need, to not pressure them, to even like pull back a little bit so it doesn't feel like it's so aggressive. Maybe like cut it back a little bit. You know, for those of you that I can see in the energy of wanting to pursue someone or fix things with them, if you feel like it got off track, or maybe you messed it up, or maybe someone here watching knows that, yes, I'm the one that made the mistake. I'm the one that jeopardized the whole connection. And now I'm just working really hard to get it right. I can see your energy here, and I feel like the best way is to like kind of cool it down a little bit. Okay, I want to look at that 8 of Pentacles. But like I said, it's really hard to gauge what you're going to get, because currently, we'll look at the near future, but currently this person, their intellect and emotion is completely like off balance. So like I said, it's unrequited at times, and then other times it's like, okay, but why does it have to be this way? And then at other times they look at the offer and feel like it's just a bunch of games. Is it real? Is it true? And then they look back at the offer again and feel an attraction towards you, but then so much resistance to embrace it. So it's just like one of you in this connection is in a place where you feel very confused, and even you don't want to be controlled or pursued so hard. And then the other one is looking at them with like stars in their eyes and visualizing having this perfect life with them. Let me look at that 8 of Pentacles. So that's how I know some of you do already have a deep history with this person. Like I said, maybe even children are involved. Three of Cups now coming in. I mean, this is just such a, look at those clear messages about what's coming between us. I talk about the clarity because it's like even 3 and 3. And do you see where there's those 3 cups? And then do you see on the 5 of Cups energy right here how the 3 cups are tipped over and spilt out everywhere? And even the 3 of Swords. It's just Spirit showing me the way that someone truly regrets their mistakes and even their behavior. Because for some of you here, it's not necessarily someone cheating on you. It's just whatever this person put ahead of you, what you feel they put ahead of you. For someone here was even they drank too much. They made too many mistakes. They want to be carefree and just like party and be irresponsible. And that, I think they're looking at it now and regretting it and feeling like it was their downfall. Maybe even putting friends as a priority, like good times as a priority over their person. So what I can see is so much regret for those mistakes. So no matter what the mistake was, there's, yes, a heartbreaking amount of regret. This person is truly mourning the connection. And you know what? Now they clearly see what they stand to lose or what they lost if you feel like it's already done with you and this person, Sagittarius. And for those of you that are single, I feel like what happened with this person where they felt like they made a fool of themselves and did they do something foolish? Like, I wonder if any of you were out with this person, maybe out with mutual friends, and they did something to embarrass themselves. Because I can see that energy here where they feel very embarrassed, and I think they feel they ruined their chances, and now it's like that's why there's so much effort and coming on so strong to try and make up for what went wrong. Leo and Libra energy is coming through now, Sagittarius. Is that someone that you have on your mind or are involved with? It could even be cross watchers or your own moon or rising energies. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm taking up for someone that you feel has hurt you or betrayed you or, put you low on the list of priorities. No, never. But, I have to tell you about all the energies that are here from this angle, from that angle, from their perspective, from the other one's perspective. And I do see where now someone is in this place of just really wanting to do right by you. Some of you hear that and you feel confused because you're not really sure about what you want to do with this person. Others of you hear that and it could make you feel happy knowing that they realize these things and feel this way. And it could even be an affirmation to you with what I'm telling you, with what you see lines up with their behavior and what they're saying to you. Like it's like a confirmation to you somehow. And others of you I can see are still in this energy of, no, well, that's great. But what about what I went through? And what about my reputation? Why should I look like a fool? I can see a lot of mixed emotions here. That's why I'm describing all of these energies coming through. Okay, you guys, wow, let's look at the near future because that's a lot of stories. Let's ask Spirit to show us into the near future and what kind of energy is coming in for you, Sagittarius. So Capricorn and Pisces energy is here. Are any of you cross watchers? Or maybe that is your own moon or rising sign. Sorry, my camera takes a long time to focus. Okay. It could be your own moon or rising signs, or maybe there's cross watchers here, or, like I said, someone that you're thinking of. So I can just see where like I said to you guys, I'm not going to let this go without a fight. I'm not going to give this up. I'm going to keep going and striving until I can prove myself to you. So whoever it is that is coming on so strong, I don't think that they're going to let up, because for whatever reason they have it in their mind that there's a lot that they owe to you, and like it's now or never. So since they feel like it's now or never, they're really going to try and make you see or make you feel that what you're investing in them is not in vain. So I can see someone really pulling out the stops when it comes to you. And even things that you guys talked about a while ago that maybe is long forgotten, this person is going to pull that out of their book, so to speak. And you might even feel like, wow, did you just pull that out of thin air? Like, what made you think of that? So I feel like that's a sign to you from Spirit about the way that they're, truly and sincerely thinking of things that they missed or things that they can do that are meaningful to prove to you. Because someone here wants you. I mean, they want you so bad. And it just feels like you have someone that is fighting to get you back in May, Sagittarius, or fighting to even get you if you guys are single watching this. I feel like whoever it is that I can see has that vice of maybe even it's drinking or partying or just being reckless or just being irresponsible, whoever it is that has that vice is going to tell you about the ways that they're getting on track towards releasing those vices, maybe even therapy, maybe even, some kind of program that they can embrace in order to break free from what binds them. Because this is like the energy of vices, addictions, whatever that is, because that is very personal. I can just see the way that this person is bringing this energy in May of that controlled me before, or I let that get the best of me and I'm not going to. It looks like someone here even could deal with anxiety and even deal with depression. Don't think I'm making excuses, but I can see that energy around someone. And it's like the way that they're gonna treat it, get control of it, and not let it overtake what they do. So I can see for whoever it is that is in that kind of vibe with the vices that I keep picking up on, they're gonna really push towards their own healing, and they are going to find a lot of clarity for themselves. And there could even be certain people that you see they cut out of their life, like bad influences around them. Even like for others of you, maybe people that you don't want in the picture. I feel like they're going to cut those people out of the picture. And this person is focusing on clarity. So it looks like there's a whole lot that someone will eliminate in May in order to prove that you're just like, this is not in vain for you, that you're not holding on to something in vain. They're going to put in a lot more effort than they are now. And these are like big steps that I feel they'll take, because these two together, I mean, this says a lot about what gets someone into trouble. What gets them into trouble, and that could even have to do with bad influences around them. Not that this person is not an adult, but people who don't bring positivity into their life, and people that drag them down, or even behaviors that drag them down. And maybe like when they're around these people, they engage in those behaviors, or it has to do with yeah, that's what it has to do with. But what I see happening is them really, truly taking the steps to rid themselves of those bad influences or these bad habits, formally taking the steps to do that, Sagittarius. And for some, I know it's mixed up, because for some of you, I'm telling you that, and that could bring relief to you, because if you want to be with this person, it could be something that you've been waiting for them to do. And others of you hearing that, you may say to yourself like, well, good for them, that kind of thing. But then I do see in the back of your mind, with the World card in reverse, I think you're still holding on to a little bit of hope that these changes are going to be real. And I know that in the back of your mind, I can see the way that you're really hoping to see the changes in this person. Hoping to see changes. And I don't say that to tell you, how you feel, to tell you feel this way or that way. I'm just letting you know that that's what I can see. And I also see Taurus's energy as well. Yeah, Taurus's energy is coming through, and then Pisces and Capricorn. So all three signs here could be your own moon or rising signs, or cross watchers, or this person's energy. The moon is coming through. So it's a very positive sign to you that even if you're in the place that I could see at the beginning of the reading of feeling just confused and different from one day to the next, and angry and then hopeful, all of these mixed emotions, you are going to figure out what you want to do here. So if you feel like you've been in limbo, you're not going to be in limbo in May. It feels like you're going to find clarity, the clarity that you've been looking for. Okay, I want to look at that moon card. So it feels like you guys have some heavier energies around you. It feels like for some of you here, there's a lot of things that's going on. And even the World card in reverse is coming through again. So I know that they're not going to give up, even if you give up. Even if you let them go, they're not going to let you go. This person, they're right at the cusp of a huge change. And I mean a huge change, because even for someone here, they have like addictions and things like that, or maybe even they have mental health, untreated mental health conditions. That's for some of you here. But for others of you, it's the way that this person lets the past control them, even lets like bad influence around them, sway them, enable them. So I'm telling you that there is like huge significant changes for whatever you feel that toxicity or negativity or darkness is. And I feel like it's really fighting against that. And you guys being in this place where you see all the changes and you feel like finally you have clarity that you've been looking for. Because for some of you here, I can see where you go through a lot with this person, or you feel like you've gone through a lot with this person. And maybe that's why for those of you that are single, maybe that's why you don't embrace this person's energy. Maybe there's something just within that tells you something's just off, and this person doesn't feel like they're right for me. So it doesn't matter how strong they come on, they're just not the one for me. Because I know I can see that energy around some of you. And maybe this is even spirit telling you that you're making the right choice for yourself, if ever you do question that. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that I can pick up on in this person's struggles. And not that that makes them a bad person, but maybe you just feel like that's not the right person for you. Okay, let me look at this moon. The Two of Swords is coming through around the moon. And I know that for some of you here, you come to the conclusion that the best thing for you to do is like really take space and kind of close yourself off to this person's energy. I can see where some of you decide very clearly for yourself that I don't want to listen to them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to interact with them. I don't want to let them in, and they need to just give me my space. They really need to respect my boundaries. It just feels like whoever it is that knows that they're in this space of needing to do a lot of work, maybe even inner work, healing, especially if you relate to the conditions that I can see coming through from spirit. I feel like that's a beautiful thing for you to realize and want to work on that. And even if this person tells you no, you should remain on that path for yourself. Because I will say this, for some of you here, even though they're trying to do maybe what you feel they should have done a long time ago, even though they're trying to make all those efforts now, some of you here are in this space of, you know what, it's too little too late. Some of you are super, super headstrong about not wanting to look at this person, speak to this person, engage with this person. That's how some of you feel. All right, I want to look at this Devil card. So, and you know what? Ironically enough, you turning away fully is it comes from a place of clarity. It comes from a place of being a final decision for you, where it feels like in May, you see for yourself how you really need to handle this, and you're not wavering back and forth anymore. And this could even be someone's sign from spirit. Like if you want to get clarity and you resonate with these energies, the best thing you can probably do for yourself right now is to take personal space and maybe even, okay, because it seems like they're coming at you 24/7, bombarding you with a lot of attention. It feels aggressive a bit for some of you. I can see that. And I feel like even for you who is considering embracing this person because you feel like it's truly not over and you're happy that they're making these changes and you want to see what's going to come from it, which is, you know, we're all adults. You have to do what you feel is best for you. There's no judgment here. But I feel like even advice to you from spirit is, if you really want clarity and you want peace of mind again, because it just feels like you give so much of your time and energy and focus and attention to this partner, it feels like you need to really call your power back to you. You need to call your energy back to you. That doesn't mean you're giving up on this person. It just means that you are making yourself a priority and focusing on yourself. And what Spirit is showing me, the best way for you to do that is to really consider taking a break from them, where you don't talk to them, where you don't read things that they sent you, where you don't like look at pictures and reminisce about things, where you just take the time to focus on yourself and see what it is that you want, what you need, and your own boundaries. Because I know that ironically, that brings so much clarity to you. Doesn't mean that you're mean. It doesn't mean that you're not supportive. It doesn't mean that you're giving up on this person. It just means that you are focusing on yourself. So I feel like in the long run, even if you choose to go on this person's journey with them as they heal, even if you choose to embrace the connection and stay with them, even though you're kind of in a weird place about your decisions right now, it's going to be better in the long run if you just consider taking this time to yourself. And now I have to say this, because I'm going to circle back around to those of you that are single and you totally resonate with this person coming on really strong and you feel like it's unwanted. All right, because this is very important for some of you, because I feel like you're getting a really strong warning from Spirit about this person, that you don't like their attention and you feel like they are coming on too strong. I have warnings about that person's energy when I see these kind of vibes, especially the devil and especially the 3 of swords right there. And then even this type of energy, you know, you could be being too nice to someone, Sagittarius. That's the thing. And don't think I'm saying this as an insult towards you. But, you know, if you resonate with that energy of someone that you don't like the way that they're coming on strong, you have to really cut this person out. Do not entertain them. Don't speak to them. Don't look at them. Don't engage with them in any way, because if it's unwanted already, and maybe out of kindness or for whatever reason you're giving this person just that much, like an inch, so to speak, they're going to continue to take a mile. Because remember that vibe that I could pick up on? I'm not going to let this go without a fight. If you give that person even the littlest bit of your attention, I feel like they look very stalkerish to me. They look very creepy to me. They look very troubled to me. So if you resonate with that energy, I feel like an especially important message is coming through to you from Spirit, not to put fear in you, but to empower you. And you need to just break this person off, or either block them. Make it very clear to them that you're not interested. And how you'll make it very clear to them is when you don't respond at all, when you completely cut off communication. You know, if you resonate with that energy, you'll resonate with that energy. Don't think I'm just trying to put fear in you. It's legit coming through from Spirit. Like, you may even be inadvertently sending this person mixed messages, and don't think that's me on their side. It's not. I can just see that. And the way to make it crystal clear that this is not going to happen, that they need to stop, that you are not interested, is if you pay them zero attention. And they don't have a way to communicate with you. They don't have a way to pursue you. They don't have a way to talk to you. It's about you really cutting off all communication with them. So I wonder why we would get a message like that from spirit. But I do feel, obviously that's not for everyone. I feel like that's someone's very personal message. If you know you resonate with what I can see and you have someone that's coming on really strong and it's unwanted, the best way to handle that situation and make things clear is to cut off all communication, contact, eye contact, even if it's via social media. I feel like the best thing to do is to block this person, because it just feels like for some of you here, it's like a weird it's like a weird obsession that they have with you. And I don't mean weird as if like it's as if I don't see how beautiful you are. Because I mean, when I look at you through this person's eyes, there's stars in their eyes and they feel like you're absolutely breathtaking and incredible. But if it's unwanted, it's unwanted. And I feel like the best thing to do is just to make that clear through cutting off all communication with them. So yeah, that's definitely a very personal message, but I do feel like I have to deliver that to someone because the intention behind these readings are only to help. These messages only come from a place of love and light with that intention. So if you feel like you resonate with that, take from it what you feel is best for you. But then, you know, to conclude it, it seems like some of you here do go through a lot with this person. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I can just see the highs and lows. I can see the struggles. I can see the toxicity. I can see the unhealthy energies. And I feel like if it's, you're going to find clarity, you need to know that, which is like a resolution for you. You will find clarity. And I feel like by the end of May, you're going to feel a whole lot better than maybe even you do right now. And if you're looking for clarity, really the best thing for you to do is shift the focus back onto yourself and stop giving so much of your energy and time to this person. And like I said, doesn't mean you're abandoning them. It just means that you're focusing on yourself. And for others of you, I can see where you come to that place where it becomes very clear to you that this is what I need to do in order to eliminate this from my life and move forward. And for me to have peace of mind and feel like I have direction again and feel like I don't have all these obstacles in my way, I'm cutting them off completely. So there's a lot of messages going on here. I know that your reading was a bit heavier because it starts out with this like very euphoric fairy tale kind of energy for the way that someone looks at you. But then I see that that's true. But then at the same time, I can also see where there's a lot of even karmic experiences here. Karmic experiences, roots, you know, roots as in a history with this person, ties to this person. So I know that some of you are going through a lot and you feel like you're in a confused place. What Spirit wants you to know is you are going to find the clarity that you've been looking for, and you're going to feel like things are on the right track for you. And if you want to get to that place sooner rather than later, your message is to really stop focusing on this person and focus back on yourself. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I can see going on. Oh my gosh, a lot to tell you guys. But like I said, these messages only come from a place of love. And I do hope that the reading was helpful for you because I do feel like it's very personal for some of you here, the messages. If you enjoy the reading, don't forget to leave a like on the video because it really does help my channel out a lot, you guys. And I would appreciate it. And I do hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't already. All right, thank you again, Sagittarius. I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next reading.